So, welcome to Sam Fields' kettlebell series. Basically, this one is for the assessment. I'm Sam Fields. This is my student, Ridwan, and today we are going to go through the practical elements of the KB1 course. So, first thing that, as you can see, we've got quite a big area to work with in comparison to what some people might have. If I had a group training scenario, what I would probably do is set myself up here and in a fairly wide half circle have the kettlebells set up here. Reason being, obviously, if I'm set up there, I'll be able to see a kettlebell flying from approximately here to over there and hopefully get out of the way early enough. That way, myself and Ridwan, if we're standing next to each other, I'm not going to drop it on his foot, or that kind of caper. We are going to be working on a number of kettlebell techniques, looking at breathing, grip, and coaching points, that kind of thing. We're also we're using the ESIC method, just to let you know, Ridwan, which is explain, show, instruct, and cue. We're going to explain what the technique is. I'll then instruct, I'll then show, and then instruct as to what I'm doing, and then cue. Alright? Now, first thing we want to do is just make sure that you're ready for this. Now, for the players at home, as I've said before in some of my emails, we do a jiu-jitsu warm-up or a jiu-jitsu related warm-up, which is a whole heap of animal movements, bear crawl, scorpion, gorilla, chicken, kangaroo, shrimp, leopard, seal, bear, crocodile, scorpion, monkey, dinosaur, octopus, penetrating steps, gravity rolls, and sit-outs. So we are actually sweating a bit. You might not be able to see it. You probably can see it on me because I sweat a lot. But we are very warmed up. Obviously I'm a bit injured, so I'm only going to be able to show a couple of the techniques. However, my student's very good and listens very carefully to instructions. So first thing we want to find is making sure that if I'm standing here, that I can hinge at my hip at least 45 degrees without bending my lumbar. So what this means is my hips go back and I can hinge at the hips without this rolling. Okay, now that's pretty sure more than 45 degrees. Let me just check in the, yep, that's definitely more than 45 degrees. I'll get you to show the camera just so I can make sure. So, yep. So with this, I want to make sure, it's your back straight, excellent, but that your hips go backwards. So, yeah, excellent. That's probably even better than mine. Probably, definitely. The next one is just the goblet squat. Now I've seen a couple of variations of this where people grab the horns around there and they kind of cup the bell, or they grab just the horns. In the demonstration we were showing for the thing, he actually turns the kettlebell upside down and holds this, and then goblet squats. Goblet squats are, a little bit difficult there, but goblet squats are holding the kettlebell, okay, and just squatting. Okay, we're looking to sit back and using our glutes to push to the sit. Okay, So if I can get you to do one facing the camera, which is French for the camera. Yep, excellent.
Just here.
Just there, yep. And then boom, good, and then back up, excellent. And if I can get you to turn to the side, yep. Back straight, excellent. Okay. Thank you very much. So, we noticed his back was straight, chest was out, holding the kettlebell. So it's a good kettlebell. Now, the deadlift, this is a fundamental of pretty much all kettlebells, because you have to start pretty much with the kettlebell, other than things like get-ups and maybe some other minor ones like the reverse windmill, which we'll go into. But a deadlift is very fundamental across the board, because what we're looking to do, get our feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit more. You don't want to do it too little. So about shoulder width apart, and similar to the goblet squat, chest out, butt back, back straight, neutral back. So go down, can't really grab on with this, but let's just say I have, and we drive through our ankles and lift. Very simple. And then that's to pretty much get everything started. And to finish, again, straight back, hips back, and down to the ground, okay? This protects, obviously, your back, especially when we're getting into, we've got the 12 here, we've got the 16, but as you know, we've got in the back 20s, 24s, 28s, and then when you start dealing with the big ones like my mate Matt, where he's doing amazing size kettlebells, it's wild watching it. Anyway, I digress. So I'll get you to do the deadlift. You can do it on either or. So yep, shoulder width apart, back straight, excellent, chest out, and lift, excellent. Yep, so just a little bit more in your knees so that we can, yep, good. Place it down nicely, lovely. Excellent. So we've got the deadlift. This one again is going to be a little bit difficult because of my arm, but again, Ridwan is really good at this. So we're going to be doing the sumo high pull, and this is another one that just works out if we can actually do all of the kettlebell movements that we're going to be doing in this course. If we aren't able to do these movements, then we just work on doing these movements. Fortunately, I know Ridwan is very, very flexible, very strong, so I'm fairly confident in him that he'll be able to do a sumo high pull. I haven't seen him do one yet, but I'm going to demonstrate now. So a sumo high pull is, I get in a bit wider deadlift stance, okay, and I am doing a deadlift again, but this time I'm pulling it up so that the kettlebell sits around my chin, okay?
Handle or the horns?
The hand. Yeah, so at the handle. So yeah, pulling up from the horns would be difficult. So good question. So what I'm looking to do, get a good grip. I could probably do a 12, which is good. And I lift up and then down. Yeah, that was a bit easier. I can still pinch. So again, what I'm looking to do is grab the handle and then sumo deadlift, and at the same time pull it up to my chin and then down. Excellent. I'll get you to give me a go of that. Good. Excellent. Yes, fantastic. So what I'll do is I'll get you to do a different angle for the camera. Thank you. So, yep. Notice his back straight. Chest is solid and out, and he's pulling it up to his chin. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. All right. So I can see that everyone has done all these movements. He's got the flexibility in his shoulders. He's got the flexibility in his hips. So I'll be able to move on to the actual techniques. As I said, if he didn't or wasn't able to do them, then that's where we'd start. Okay. Now, first and most basic, but when I say basic, it's fundamental, is the kettlebell swing. Now, the kettlebell swing is a posterior chain movement, and it strengthens basically everything up your back. Ridwan has said to me in the past that it feels almost like cheating because a good kettlebell swing at these lower weights at least feels fairly easy because you're engaging everything in your body. Okay? And what I mean by this is we're not trying to swing with our arms, we're not trying to swing, we're not trying to muscle it up like we would just a standing sort of, let's say, dumbbell wings or anything like that. All we're looking to do is, again, we get to our deadlift section, or deadlift position, sorry, and then we lift up. Now, as you can see, I'm primarily focused on one hand. We'll go through the one arm in a minute, but what we're looking to do is just get a little bit of momentum, and that's just by pushing our hips forward and then letting the kettlebell swing until it reaches up high. Okay? All right, now I'm going to turn around, just give another angle so that they can see that I'm doing it right. Then I'll have a chat with you about it. That's right, yep. So form. Okay, so from here, deadlift, back straight, feet, and the power goes through the heels to get to the deadlift. From here, we're just going to use our hips to get some momentum going on the swing, and then use that swing to get more momentum up. Now, from here, you can hear my breath as we're going up, in through the nose, out through the mouth. What this does is it keeps the core engaged. We're not trying to get rid of all our air, but we're trying to keep our core engaged. Yep. Awesome. We'll see one from the front, or a couple from the front. Yep. So good, strong back, excellent. Bit of momentum, get it up to about shoulder level. Yep, excellent. So the hips are going at the same time, engaging those glutes in a big way. All right, thank you. We'll put it back down and then move to this, turn it back around to the side. Excellent. Boom. All right. So really trying to use those hips to kick that out. Excellent. Notice the back straight. Thank you, Ridwan.
Got into it.
Sorry?
Got into it.
Yeah, getting into it. That's the best thing about swings. They get you right into it. Yeah, as I said, it's fundamental. It's not easy. Like when we get to the higher levels, it's not easy. But you know, if you're doing it right, you can keep going, and it's such a good workout. Okay, so we're going to do the one arm swing, similar to the double arm swing. I won't go too far into it, in that all the same mechanics are the same except for, all the mechanics are the same, except for you're just using one arm. Fortunately, I can do this really well at the moment because I have been working on this side quite heavily for obvious reasons. So, you can start by deadlifting with two, but you know, I'm going to start, and Ridwan can start with just the one, and we just get it. Same mechanics, so just hips are the driving force. We're not trying to swing with our arm, we're swinging with our hips. All right, I'm going to go back to the ground, turn to the side. Okay, so hips, hips, hips. Okay, everyone, if I can get you to give this a bell. All right, deadlift on one side, hips, excellent, excellent. So yeah, we'll do it on the side now. So we'll notice that the rhythm of the hips is what's actually pushing the kettlebell up, and it's not his arm. I might be messing around with this rhythm at the moment.
No, that's good.
Okay. So?
I like that one.
Yeah. All right, so we've done the one arm swing. Now we're doing the lateral swing, and it was brought to my attention in a test video that I was actually doing it wrong, and Ridwan was doing it right. It's a one arm swing with a lateral movement being side and lateral being side, sorry. And we're looking to start a little bit closer together with our feet, not too much, but we're closing our feet and opening on the upswing. Okay, so as we get some momentum going, boom, close this a little bit, gonna get some momentum going, and then lateral movement to the side. So, flip. All right, I messed that up because I'm thinking too much, but we'll cut that. No. We won't cut that. We'll leave that in because this is a coaching moment for me. All right, don't overthink it. So as we're moving, we just close out. All right. I was thinking I might go off camera if I keep going, but I won't because I can see myself now. So, close, out. When it's up here, it's closed. When it's coming back, it's open. When it's up to the top, closed. Out to the back, open. All right, I'll do it from the side. So, boom. For you.
Two hands.
No, yes, two hands, sorry. My mistake, I was thinking ahead. So. Good. Good. Excellent. Getting that timing right. At the top, it's closed. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Thank you. And if I can get you to show the side, just to show that it's, all the structure is correct. Straight back. At the top of the swing, feet closed. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Okay. So this one's going to be very tricky for a one-armed man, but it's the alternating swing. This one is a rhythm thing. So at the top of the swing, so it's a one-arm swing, and at the top of the swing, we're just letting it go. Okay. Now, I did miss out on one little thing earlier on with the swings, but I have spoken about it before, which is I think why I missed out on it. When we're doing the swing, it's the grip is down, strong down the bottom, strong up top, but as we're going through it, it's a bit looser, right? And the reason being is because we are looking to conserve our grip, right? Because when we're doing the advanced complexes as time goes on, we need to make sure that our grip maintains, because they're much smaller muscles, right? So as time goes on, we don't want to see a 28 kilo kettlebell go flying, right? So this is going to be a little difficult to show, but what I'm looking to do, similar deal to the one arm swing, I get the momentum going, and then at the top, I'm swapping over. And what I'm looking to do here is, as it goes up, I'm changing it almost to a 45, almost to a vertical.
Yeah.
And so that way it's easy to hold as it comes down.
Okay.
Okay, vertical. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So,
But the swing is still.
the swing is still up there. Now, if you do not feel confident with catching it up the top, we're just going to do it at a lower position. Okay. Just to make sure that we're confident in it. This is probably the one that I would love to show because it's one I'm very confident with. But once you get the rhythm, I'm sure you'll be confident with it too.
And worst comes to worst, both hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely that just don't throw it.
Just don't try.
But get to the top, and then once you get to the top, yeah, and now sort of twist. Yes, there you go. So yeah, and go back. Yes, excellent. All right, lovely.
This is quite fun.
Excellent. So what we'll do, we'll show you from the side. So yep, we've got the back straight, like the one arm swing. Yeah, excellent. So that swing is getting up. Make sure you're still using your hips. I can see that they're a little bit out of whack. Excellent. Yeah, good. We're trying to just pass it rather than throw it into the hand. Excellent. Good. We're still using those hips to drive it up. Excellent. All right, thank you. Okay, so those are the swings, and what I might do, just to, that would be a fairly long video already, I'll do it in 2 parts so that you can have a coffee or whatever the case may be. Thanks guys, cheers.